in the wide mode, Sean. Put it in the wide, man. Yeah, man.
In today's episode of Stupid Things You Could Do with the Air 2S, we're gonna attempt to fly this drone. Oh, I turned the gimbal on.
No! That's stupid thing number 2. Turn the power on when the gimbal cover is still on. Your camera can usually take that a few times, but it's not something you want to do on the regular.
We're gonna fly the drone at high altitude to see how it does. See if it's any different than the Air 2, because these props are subtly different and it seems like it has a little bit more prep. And the fact that you do have sport mode where we can push this a lot harder, we're gonna see if it can handle it. If Sean loses it at the highest peak, Sean owes me a new drone. Like he owed Art a new drone, he will give me a new drone. It will not be an Evo, it'll be an Air 2S equivalent.
It'll be the original Air 2. That's all I got.
Well, I don't want that, I've got one.
If you've been to my channel before, you've probably seen me do these high altitude tests with all the drones. We've done the Air 2, we've done the new DJI FPV, and now we're doing the Air 2S. What we do is we launch here at about 12,000 feet above sea level and fly all the way up there, which is about 13,300 feet. And then I go up about 200-300 feet above that. So we hit a peak of about 13,600 feet above sea level. Now, why do I do this test, you ask? Because if it can handle this kind of stuff, it's gonna handle where you're at sea level or 500 feet or 1,000 feet or wherever the heck you live, so much better. This air is thin when you're up this high, and Dubbo can vouch for that.
So fucking high.
Just because when you're hiking and stuff, it's hard to breathe because of the thin air, low oxygen, which does typically affect the way a drone performs.
I'm so fat. I have to get back in shape because, oh no, I dropped my glove. This is gonna look weird, but I'm picking up a glove.
Ooh, while you're down there.
This is true love.
Hand taken off from someone else's hands. You ready? We're gonna be in normal mode. Oh, it is quieter than the regular.
Yeah, give it a little rip because it doesn't seem like it throttles up like
Wait, let me see. It says, warning, current altitude too high. Okay, I get that all the time. That's fine. And here we go. We're just gonna take it up there, that peak up there.
I keep getting like these snow flurries that hit me.
Yeah, it's just from the wind blowing.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, I'm just gonna take it nice and slow with normal mode.
Are you a thumber?
I am a thumber.
Oh, that's terrible. I feel so bad for you.
No,
Why?
I just don't like it.
And now you have wankers, so you have thumbers, pinchers, and wankers.
What's the wanker? I can't even.
Motion
I
controller.
can't see.
Everything is so white, dude. I can still see it.
I hear it. I'm gonna just squat down here in the shadow.
Here, I'm gonna try to cover you with my crotch.
That's a little weird.
Well, my crotch is shielding you from the sun. That's what's happening here.
Is your screen brightness all the way up?
Yes, it's all the way up, dude. Welcome to iPhone. I don't know why it's doing that. Or you want to check the screen brightness? Just squint. Squint, Sean. Squint.
Flight altitude exceeds 394 feet. That's fine. Stop. Let's get that off the screen. There we go.
Are you at the pass?
Yeah, I can't even see your height on this, but we're almost up there. I know the height, so
it's
I know.
It's down in the bottom. Down the bottom there.
Bottom right?
Yeah.
I can't read it. It's all whited out against white on white.
Well, that's piss poorness from DJI. I'm trying to give you a sun shield.
Can you see it?
I can't see shit.
We're almost at the top.
Well, if you get to the top, then we'll have to look at it. And
so far, so good. It's plenty high above it, so I'm not worried about that. And we are at a point where we can hike up there. That sun is so bright.
Jesus, Mariah.
Look at that. When you go over the ledge, look at that.
1,200 feet. 1,200 feet.
Look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
That's sexy. Just don't lose it.
We're just gonna go down here.
1,300 feet.
That's nice.
That's sexy.
This thing has a way better connection than the DJI FPV.
Yeah, dude. It's the signal's strong, dude. Strong.
So we're going up.
Strong like bull.
Going up a little higher.
Okay. Oddly enough, I can see it against the blue sky over there, dude. Holy
of course
shit.
you can, because we would never do this if it was out of line of sight, right?
That's amazing.
So I'm going up and just sort of panning the camera down and getting a beautiful shot.
Yeah, get that beauty.
Typically, it's not this sunny when I'm out here. So I see we're at max feet, 1,640 feet right there. You can see that. It turns red. DJI, you should make it red the whole damn time. But now if we turn the camera, look over here. Look at that.
Wow, holy
Isn't that
Christ.
crazy? It looks like you're like above the whole world.
All right, how's our battery life? We're at 80%.
Yeah, we got
still got full signal strength.
When you're flying up high like this, you can't just now point it away from there and fly out over here, because then you'd be 1,600 feet above all that. You're supposed to stay within 400 of ground, right?
So we got to linearly
so we're supposed to
down.
Come down as we turn. So, but this is cool because you can get all these great shots here. The thing about mountains is you can't even tell that it's moving right now.
It is
you got to
very
go
difficult.
sideways and stuff. See how like
it is so challenging.
So that's why I don't fly that high above anything here. You could turn the camera down and get like cool shots of the road like this.
Would you like to build a
snowman? Jesus Christ, dude. I didn't know what the hell was happening.
No, you don't want to build a snowman?
No, I don't want to eat that.
Okay, I just figured I'd ask.
So normally what I do in these tests is I will be able to see the screen better and get all these cool shots.
I'm really trying to shield you here from the
It's
sun.
really hard.
It's so hard to see in the white on white and
It's
just everything.
really
it's
difficult.
Part of this problem is this is in D-Log. I forgot to tell you that.
Oh.
So we're gonna have to color grade that.
Yeah, which makes it harder to tell the contrast on
so
this.
So the contrast is sort of washed out.
I think flying in D-Log, oh my God, were you flying in D-Log on the FPV drone?
I was, because I wanted the best possible image.
So I'm gonna actually come across over to here and see how it holds up as we cross this road. See that cornice?
There's an avalanche today, wasn't there?
There was an avalanche today.
Dude, I'm so hungry though today.
We're gonna go make some hamburgers.
That's gonna be amazing. It's so majestic.
Yeah, I mean the camera drones are just gorgeous up here like this. You have your gimbal set nicely.
Yep, gimbal set good. It's handling the high winds. So this is like a 2-for-1 task. The winds up here are roughly about 30-mile-an-hour gusts. Consistently, it's about 17-mile-an-hour winds. And the drone is just holding its own. It doesn't even care that the winds are so high, which makes me feel better because the Air 2 would get jostled around a bit, but this seems like it's holding pretty good.
I have an Air 2 video up where I'm flying, actually the Mini 2, where you're looking right now at this cornice.
Yeah.
I have a Mini 2 video with the winds blasting where Ed Ricker was up here.
Yeah.
And it was insane.
No, it's really beautiful.
It's really hard to tell how close I am to anything with this flat D-Log. Oh, that's nice. There you go. There's the money shot. Yeah, there you go. That's the money shot. This thing is killing it. The signal is so strong.
The signal's insane. OcuSync 3 is amazing.
Not in the DJI FPV, but up here, this is killing it.
I think the latency has a factor. So, what's our battery life like?
We're good. It's at like 60 something.
Why don't you give me a road tracking shot with that? I need that for the vlog.
Okay, there you go. We'll just follow this road. Hi, Mom.
All right, so survived.
Yeah, and that was in normal mode. That whole flight was normal mode. It's windy, and I'm gonna get out of the way then. So that was in normal mode. We went up to the peak, crossed the road over here, went up past this peak, over to that cornice, way over there. Signal was full bars. I am actually really impressed with how this handled. My Mini 2 does okay up here. The Air 2S did great. The signal was super strong, way better than what the DJI FPV drone was. Have you gone and like flown it low around here yet?
Yeah, and it works really well.
Yeah.
And it's good at, now when the lower you get, the harder it is because obviously we're descending.
Yep.
So your altitude's goofy, but the sensors do a really good job, even though it's white, of bouncing off the ground to make sure you're not going too low.
With the DJI FPV drone, for those who are dabbling back and forth with both, where we're at, if we drop below one of these cliffs, the DJI FPV drone breaks up in the goggles, kicks on e-brake, and that's it. You have no control.
That could be game over. And that's exactly what started happening to me when I wrecked earlier.
Now with this, I think because of the way the signal works with the phone, you can drop behind some of these stuff and you keep your signal. It doesn't react the same way. If you are looking for something new, there'll be links below if you want to pick up an Air 2S. If you're more into photography and you're gonna fly somewhere with lower light, I'd probably recommend the Air 2S all day long over the Air 2. And Ken, who owns the Air 2S, will probably
I'm gonna tell you,
verify
this drone is the reason why I sold my Mavic 2 Pro. Just its sheer capability and everything I get out of it, even though there's not a fixed aperture, or I should say, even though there's not an adjustable aperture on this, it still does enough of what you need. And for most people, if you're just like a hobbyist or not doing things professionally, not having an adjustable aperture isn't the end of the world.
And that's it. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you hit subscribe, click the bell notification Whatever. Later.
That's it.